Hello and welcome everybody, this is Joseph Learbock, and just in time for more Minecraft! So yeah, me and my friend started our new server, and we started our little town, but she decided to get very creative, and she did most of the work. So, instead of touring you around the town like I normally would, I decided to let her tour. Say hello, Neela!
Hi everybody!
Yes, this is Neela Galinthia. She's one of my good friends. Known her for a long time. You've heard me talk about her. And yes, by coincidence, she is the one that hit me with the notebook when we were in high school.
Those are always fun.
Yeah, but anyway, so I did most of the work in here. I only built like 3 buildings and stuff over there, but we're not going to focus on that. So yeah, so why don't you go and take us on the tour, shall we?
Sounds great to me. Follow along.
Okay.
First, I guess we'll start off with our spawn point.
Yeah.
Which Learbock had put a bunch of emeralds to market.
Yeah.
Which is a nice touch.
Yeah, I figured it'd be easy to kind of find.
Indeed.
Yeah. It's much better than my old method, which everyone kept falling into the lava.
Indeed.
Alright,
we'll start here with Keith and Subaru's house. This is one of the houses that I made.
Yep.
It's rather simple and colorful.
Didn't have any beds, though.
No beds, but a great view of the swamp. And to the right, kind of more swamp.
Yeah. You used to have a beautiful view of the jungle until, well, that abomination beside it came by. which I did that. So, yeah, I have no problem calling it an abomination.
Here's another building that was done. This one was done by Learbock.
Yep.
He decided to mimic my house.
Yeah.
So let's go in, shall we?
That's right, I'm putting front windows
mine, we have 2 beds, a semi-good view of the jungle, and pretty good view from the double windows of the swamp.
Yep.
So, sunsets always are pretty.
Yeah, oh yeah, they always are. Especially around the jungle, it's amazing. Anyway.
Alright, here is our Spawn Town gel.
Yeah. Spawn Town Police and Jail.
The visiting hours are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. We have our villager here, standing as a policeman.
Yeah.
Pretty simple area. It's a police station. It's not supposed to be grand. Let's go down and see what prisoners we have. Lagging seconds.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, there we go. Down the stairs we go.
I'm starting to see why I hate iron doors.
Well, it looks like Jake and Billy Bob decided not to want to cooperate, so now they started a bar fight. So we had to put them in jail for the night.
Yeah.
The other cells are for the time empty, and well, let's face it. There's one place you wouldn't want to go to. Whoops.
Yeah.
And that would be solitary confinement. Sorry, pardon my French there.
Yeah.
Because of the dreaded creeper that we have in there.
Oh wow, the creeper did not despawn. I put some enemies in here, but in the jail cells, but they all despawned, except for the creeper apparently.
And the villagers, for some odd reason.
Oh, the villagers won't despawn anyway. At least I don't think they will.
Good point.
It's just like the enemies I think will despawn after a certain amount of time or something.
Well, that was the Spawn Town jail cell.
Yep.
Or jailhouse. Also another of my creations.
Yeah. She did 9% of this except for like that building that I did that was a copy of hers, my house, and one other building that's I think beside the blacksmith. Yeah. Sort of beside the blacksmith.
This is Learbock's house. Pretty simple inside. Just basic standard safety issues.
Yeah.
And of course, there's his spawn point to his server which he'll probably take you on in another video.
Yeah. I probably will.
Then we have, here we go. This is the butcher's house. We come in and pretty brick house. Obviously the butcher doesn't care too much for fire, so he wants a stony house, so it's nice and cool in the winter and warm in the summer, which is kind of backwards, but all the same.
No, there's some logic to it.
Across from the butcher's house, we have our public garden.
Yep.
Also something I did after our friend Joey taught me how to. It's pretty standard issue, water on either side, you know, it needs to be harvested, but otherwise we got plenty of supplies.
Yeah. But there we go. I wasn't fully out, it didn't close.
Here is our Spawn Town fountain.
Yeah, fountain.
Originally it was just a little lake that we had, and I, in a random spurt of creativity, wanted to turn it into a fountain, but roughly keep it about the same size as the initial lake. Sorry, pardon the yawn. There's the fountain part, and put in the glowstone underneath. At night, it actually looks very pretty.
Actually, let me switch it to night real quick. We both hit like the exact same time, thinking confused Minecraft.
With the glowstone torches on either side, and then the glowstone in the center.
Yeah.
Fairly a pretty sight, and no evil spawns. All right, back to daytime.
I'll take those lights off that tree.
This is our quote-unquote tailor and cook's home, or baker, for that matter.
I came up with the tailor's name.
This is just it sort of looks like an Egyptian house, but it really isn't. I just like
just
the sandstone block.
Yeah.
The carpet here, it's supposed to look like clouds, but I probably could have done a better job.
Oh no! Oh, it's Minecraft for you. It's just the blocky design. Kind of makes it hard to do anything on a small scale, at least. True.
All right, and this humongous building here, which took 2 hours to finish. This is the Spawn Town National Library.
Just to let you guys know, while she was building this, I wrote books. I was just writing some random books, and that's all I did. So,
inside down here is it's sort of a library, but it's more of a cafe-like thing. You know, you go to your standard Books A Million or Barnes and Noble, and this is roughly the same thing that they have.
And all I gotta do is figure out how to put in some coffee makers. I suppose.
For that.
Yeah, I suppose a furnace and like. Oh no, that one look as good though. I guess.
Upstairs we have the actual library, with the Spawn Town's writer creations. Zach
right here.
Or Learvock, if you would open it up.
Yep.
We have a book made by me, called The Dreaded Creeper.
Yeah.
It's rather cute.
It is. I'll have to show it at a later time. And these 2 books over here that I made, I actually imported from an out-of-game text editor called Revise. I don't know the guy's name who did it, but you should be able to like type it in like the Minecraft forums or something and find it. It's actually pretty good in my opinion. But anyway.
We obviously have our semi-natural light. Unfortunately, I had to put a chandelier here in order to deter creepers from spawning in here, like we had as our first library visitor.
Yeah.
But it has a
and our
really
second one, I believe. Our second visitor was a creeper.
Yep. As you can see. Like I said, most of it's all books. It just looks like a library. And then
right here
we have in this chest journals and diaries, mostly for people who quote unquote live in the village. Also, all written by Dragano, except this one called A Hidden Journal by Alice.
That one's actually me too. I used Revise to write that one too, and they let you change the name of whoever's writing it. So yeah.
I got you.
I think I'll go back and redo that one because I changed the title and changed a few things around in it. So yeah. Anyway.
All right, over here we have the Ye Old Saloon, which is a Learvox creation. He put the basic work down and the awesome rotating doors. You mind?
Yeah.
Here,
Oh
I'll
yeah.
kind of demonstrate how they work.
You just step on the pressure plate and they open. I know a lot of people who play Minecraft already know this, but I didn't know they put in this update because they used to be like the doors would just be if you place the two doors down and you put a pressure plate, then one of them would stay open, and then you hit the pressure plate, it'll flip flop whichever ones. But apparently they fixed it, so I'm actually kind of proud they fixed it. Anyway.
And like I was saying, initially Learvox had it was mostly all one solid color, but I didn't want to have one solid color, so I went and I tweaked it for him a little bit. It looks really good.
Yeah, which I'm actually very glad she did. It's a lot better than what I thought. Yeah, aside from the main work, I think you did all the rest of the work here. You did all the flooring. You did the decorating. I think the only thing I did was like about half the signs. I think.
Good portion of the signs. I think I did like 2.
Yeah, and then you went back and revised them because of my awful spelling.
Awful spelling.
Actually, I can't type capital letters apparently.
Apparently.
I thought a long time ago though, but
Well, the drinks we have are the drink of the day, which is Pat's Famous Ale, which is an actual real drink, as Learvox had come to find out previously.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a real drink until afterwards.
We have Dwarven Stout, which costs 5 iron bars.
Okay,
Joey's Redstone Wine, as you heard me mention before. Joey is one of our friends.
And
he is very good with redstone. Yeah,
he's our resident programmer in general in real life. So he gets the redstone stuff very easily because redstone's a lot of programming. It's a lot of circuitry and stuff, like things like computers. Anyway,
then we've got Mila's Strawberry Margarita, my absolute favorite drink.
Yep.
And if you are not under 21, do not even think about trying to get any. We have Learvox Tropical Rum.
Yeah.
Also sounds very yummy. Particularly the pineapple rum. You should try that, Learvox.
Oh, probably should.
We have Nick's Sonic Screwdriver. Nick is also another friend of ours who's been on a huge Doctor Who binge lately.
Yeah.
And has now come to find that he absolutely loves screwdrivers. And then we have Dart Smooth Operator. Dart is also another friend of ours and my husband, who, well, all men like to be smooth operators, so why not? And that is the Ye Old Saloon.
Yeah.
I hope y'all enjoyed that one. That was
I hope
always
so
fun
too.
to make.
I might also mention there's also a downstairs area used for storage, but yeah, it's not really worth showing.
Yeah. Over here we have the Spawn Town Butcher Shop. This was actually the third building I made.
Hold on. Third or fourth building? Which one? Did you do the baker before this? The bakery before this? Or?
Yes, I did. I did the baker.
Okay, so this would be
my house, the baker, and then the butcher shop.
You did the blacksmith.
The
you did your house, the blacksmith,
the
baker, and then
the
fourth one.
The fifth one.
Yeah, the fourth one.
Or fourth one. Bad counting is bad.
Yeah.
Now Learvox texture pack won't really show it. The original texture pack.
Yeah.
Inside we have a well, let's step in and see if you can figure it out.
Let's see. We have racks of beef and racks of pork. I'm gonna guess a furnace. all the ice at the bottom. Not. Yeah, anyway.
It is supposed to be a freezer.
Yeah.
For mine, there are glass panes along the back wall, which of course make it like ice, sheets of ice coated on the wall. And then if you look at the floor, there are ice blocks and a iron path.
Yeah.
Which
actually,
those freezers are made from iron and are kept cold.
It actually just hit me that why you chose iron, because actually iron's a good conductor of heat and cold, so it makes sense that you would make it out of iron to kind of keep it cold longer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright, over here, we'll visit that one later.
Yeah.
We have our pig pen. Obviously behind the butcher shop for statistic.
And there's the pathway to the pig pen. Real quick showing it.
And then over here we have our chicken coop. The chicken coop was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I knew I was going to make a bakery, so I wanted to obviously have a chicken coop because a baker needs eggs just as much as they need cows. Inside in here we have these sandstone blocks, which are actually sort of they're supposed to, as you see with the chicken, they're sitting there in the center. It's supposed to be a rendition of a nest, so they can lay their eggs just like most chickens.
Was brilliant. That was actually a really good idea. And sandstone actually does make sense, because sandstone does kind of have that kind of already kind of a nesty look. I guess would be the term.
Inside, obviously, we have the baker.
Yep.
A bunch of cakes. I love cakes. I love, now that I figured out how to make them, I really enjoy making them. Inside, we have cakes and cookies and, of course, bread.
Yep.
Obviously, in the back,
oh, that's right.
we have a cow pen and a villager for some odd reason in the cow pen.
That actually makes sense. And also in my texture pack, as everyone here knows, but I don't think you know, the baker is a cow. So that kind of somehow makes even more sense.
Exactly. In here is obviously the supplies for the baker. And since I picked up a few eggs, I'm gonna stick those in there.
That's all the raw goods, I guess you could say. The stuff before you make the. Yeah.
And that's the baker's, Swantown Bakery. Obviously where the bread is always fresh.
Oh yeah, I forgot to the line.
Here, we have the Swantown. Be bright and colorful, just to kind of stand out, and obviously it's made from wool, because it's a wool shop.
Yeah. Unfortunately we don't have much in here yet, but, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty barren inside, but there's a chest here that's going to be for wool when I finish making a rainbow field of sheep. We haven't quite gone and explored and gotten all the
dyes
materials for the dye.
Yeah. It's funny, because oh, never mind.
We still have a couple buildings to go.
Yeah.
Over here we have the Smithy's home.
This is the blacksmith's home.
It's a two-story house. Also,
I'm getting some. There we go. Got some lag there for a second.
it has a view of the swamp, of the.
Actually, I don't think that's a swamp. I think that's just a like a regular lake. Because that looks like it leads out to the.
But it's connected to the swamp.
Yeah, you're right.
We have a downstairs area. There's nothing really in here yet. We'll probably put in like a little storage shed.
Yeah.
It'll probably have like swords and stuff. That this obviously obviously the Smith's maid and is just kind of holding over for the night.
And also the door to get in and out of the... Oh, getting some lag again. The only thing I really did is I did the landscaping for this, like, and you can see where it's kind of raised. So I made that as an alternate way to get in aside from our main part of our town. It also just struck me. That could be how the blacksmith gets his goods out. Like, he puts them all down in that storage, and that's where he takes them out from there and, like, sends them off to wherever, you know.
Makes sense. And this is obviously the blacksmith's. Obviously, come smelt your metals. Inside, it's a mostly stone place, except the roof. Obviously, fire by a block. Inside, we don't have really any metal or anything yet, but there is a chest that has all of the smelted metal and a couple of stone things that I'm pretty sure Learrock put in there.
Yeah, those are it just struck me those were stone, cause I don't know why I put them in there now, because they should be iron. Yeah, those stuff from my house that I had built for, like, you know, various uses, you know, the typical uses, and I just happen to have a overabundance of supplies.
Private little getaway. This is my house. I have a little kitty that I caught. A nice view behind
the place, and a nice view of a little bit of the back end of Spawn Town, or the side of Spawn Town, however you want to say, and a little bit of the swamp. Very nice.
And here is my warp point to my world, which we'll probably show in another video.
Yeah.
But otherwise, this has been Spawn Town, and I hope that you all enjoyed the tour, and maybe, if we get a chance, we'll, be able to come back.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yep, and with that said, I'll see you guys. Oh, let me get the... Oh. Wow, this is not a good way to operate the camera. There we go. And with that said, we will see you guys later.